Welcome, thrill seekers. Today we're counting down the top 10 scariest rides in the world. From death-defying drops to mind-bending speeds, these rides are not for the faint-hearted. Imagine being launched hundreds of feet in the air, feeling the G-force pinning you to your seat, or dangling upside down while spinning at insane speeds. We're talking about the kind of rides that leave your heart racing and your stomach somewhere in the next zip code. Let's dive in. Kicking off our list at number 10 is X2 at Six Flags Magic Mountain in California. Now, this isn't your average roller coaster. X2 takes things to a whole other dimension, literally. It was the first of its kind when it opened back in 2002, and trust me, it's a game changer. Imagine this. You're strapped into a seat that can rotate 360 degrees. Yeah, you heard that right. A full circle. And as if that's not wild enough, the seat spins independently from the coaster car as it races along the track. So you're flipping, twisting and turning in ways you never thought possible, all while rocketing up and down hills at high speed. It's a recipe for pure adrenaline and a serious case of the spins. At number 9, we're heading to Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey, home to the legendary King Car. This isn't just a roller coaster, it's a monster. Standing at a jaw-dropping 456 feet tall, King Car holds the title of the tallest roller coaster in the world. That's taller than the Statue of Liberty, but height is just the beginning of the story. This beast uses a hydraulic launch system to catapult you from 0 to 128 miles per hour in a mind-blowing 3.5 seconds. You'll feel like you're being shot out of a cannon, and just when you catch your breath, you're plummeting back down to earth at that insane speed. It's an experience that'll leave you speechless and wanting to ride it again. Our number 8 pick takes us high above the dazzling Las Vegas Strip to the Stratosphere Tower, where you'll find insanity. Now, this ride isn't about loops or drops, it's about pure, unadulterated fear of heights. Imagine this. You're strapped into a mechanical arm that extends 900 feet above the ground. That's right, 900 feet. Then this arm starts spinning you around at 40 miles per hour. But here's the kicker. It tilts you downward, giving you an absolutely terrifying view of the city below. It's like staring into the abyss while spinning wildly. If you're afraid of heights, this one might turn you into a puddle of jelly. Chapter 4. The Smiler, where smiles turn upside down. Coming in at number 7 is the Smiler, located at Alton Towers in the UK. This coaster is notorious for its mind-bending inversions, a record-breaking 14 of them. Yeah, you heard that right, 14 times you'll be flipped upside down, twisted sideways and spun around. It's enough to make your head spin just thinking about it. The Smiler opened back in 2013 and quickly gained a reputation for its intense and disorienting ride experience. But it's not just the physical sensations that make this ride scary, it's the theme too. The coaster is adorned with creepy, smiling faces that seem to mock your fear as you're being tossed around like a rag doll. It's a psychological thriller on rails. Chapter 5. Formula Rossa, the need for speed. At number 6, we're strapping into Formula Rossa at Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi, and let me tell you, this ride is all about speed. We're talking about the fastest roller coaster on the planet, folks. Imagine this. You're strapped into a car that looks like a Formula 1 race car, and then you're launched from 0 to 149 miles per hour in a blistering 4.9 seconds. That's faster than most supercars. You'll feel the G-force pushing you back in your seat as you zoom around the track, experiencing what it's like to be a real race car driver. Just be prepared for the intense wind blast. You might want to invest in some goggles for this one. Chapter 6. Steel Vengeance, Hybrid Havoc. Number 5 on our list takes us back to the United States, to Cedar Point in Ohio, home to the legendary Steel Vengeance. This isn't your typical coaster, it's a hybrid monster that combines the best of both worlds. The smoothness of a steel coaster with the intense drops and airtime of a wooden coaster. Steel Vengeance opened in 2018 and quickly became a fan favorite, and for good reason. It's a relentless ride that throws you around like a ragdoll with twists, turns and drops that seem to defy gravity. You'll experience moments of weightlessness as you soar over the hills, followed by bone-jarring drops that'll leave you breathless. It's a wild ride that'll have you screaming for more. Oh. Chapter 7. At number 4, we're traveling to the land of the rising sun, Japan, to experience Takabisha at Fuji-Q Highland. Now, this coaster is not for the faint of heart. It holds the record for the steepest drop on a roller coaster. A gut-wrenching 121-degree angle. Imagine this, you're climbing up the lift hill, the anticipation building, and then suddenly you're staring straight down at the ground. The drop is so steep, it feels like you're plummeting into the abyss. And as if that's not enough, Takabisha also features 7 inversions, high-speed turns, and even a dark ride section, where you're plunged into darkness, not knowing what's coming next. It's a sensory overload that'll leave you both terrified and exhilarated. Chapter 8. Sky Screamer, swinging into panic mode. Our number 3 spot goes to a ride that's become a staple at amusement parks across the United States, the Sky Screamer. You'll find these towering giants at various Six Flags parks, and they're impossible to miss. Imagine this, you're strapped into a swing set, but this isn't your backyard swing set. This one is attached to a giant arm that lifts you hundreds of feet into the air, sometimes as high as 400 feet. As you're being lifted, the swings start to rotate, slowly at first and then faster and faster until you're spinning wildly through the air. The feeling of weightlessness, combined with the dizzying heights and the centrifugal force, is enough to make even the bravest thrill-seeker scream. Chapter 9. Top Thrill Dragster, short, sweet and scary. At number 2, we're heading back to Cedar Point in Ohio, this time for a ride on the Top Thrill Dragster. This coaster is not for the faint of heart. It's a short but intense blast of pure adrenaline. Imagine this. You're strapped into a car that looks like a dragster, and then, without warning, you're launched from 0 to 120 miles per hour in a mind-blowing 3.8 seconds. The acceleration is so intense it feels like you're being shot out of a cannon. You'll shoot straight up a 420-foot tall tower, experiencing moments of weightlessness as you reach the top. And just when you catch your breath, you're plummeting back down to earth at that insane speed. The entire ride lasts only 17 seconds, but trust me, it's 17 seconds you'll never forget. Chapter 10. Fury 325, the undisputed champion of fear. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, our number 1 pick for the scariest ride in the world goes to Fury 325 at Carowinds in North Carolina. This coaster is a beast, a monster, a force of nature. It's tall, it's fast, and it's relentless. Fury 325 stands at a towering 325 feet tall, making it one of the tallest coasters on the planet. But it's not just the height that's intimidating, it's the speed. This coaster reaches speeds of up to 95 miles per hour, and it maintains that speed for most of the ride, thanks to its innovative design and gravity-defying elements. You'll experience heart-stopping drops, high-banked turns that'll have you feeling the G-force, and moments of airtime that'll make you feel like you're flying. So there you have it, the top 10 scariest rides in the world, from the mind-bending inversions of the Smiler to the record-breaking speed of Fury 325. These rides are the ultimate test of courage for any thrill seeker. Have you braved any of these adrenaline-pumping monsters? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're up for more heart-stopping adventures, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our thrilling content. Until next time, keep those adrenaline levels high.